everyone, today we would like to present our project titled Diploma in Finance Semester 3 Student Future Career Goals and Readiness. Next, I'll explain the introduction and objectives of this project. Choosing a career is an important decision for students because it will affect their future. There are many factors that can influence this decision, such as interest, salary, job stability, and working-life balance. At the same time, students also need to be prepared before entering the working world. This includes not only academic knowledge, but also important skills like communication, leadership, and problem solving. Therefore, this study focuses on understanding the career goals of DIF3 students and evaluating their readiness for future employment. The objectives of this project are: first, to identify the factors that influence students' career choices. This means we want to understand what affects students when choosing a career. Second, to assess the level of students' readiness for future employment, which shows how prepared they are to enter the working world. And third, to determine the skills that students need to improve, such as communication, leadership, time management, and problem solving. That's all for the introduction and objectives.
At this part, I will be talking about population and sampling method. The population of this study consists of all DIF3 students. These students were selected because they are directly relevant to the research on future career goal and readiness for employment, as well as easily accessible data collection. For sampling method, we are using systematic sampling. Systematic sampling is a method where respondents are selected at regular intervals from a list. For this study, a list of DIF3 students was prepared, and every second student from the list was chosen until the required sample size was reached. For this study, we require 10 students from it.
I will briefly explain our questionnaire design. Our questionnaire was developed using Google Form and consists of 5 carefully structured questions designed to collect reliable data regarding students' career preference and future career readiness. To ensure accurate response, the questionnaire uses a combination of checkbox, multiple choice, and linear scales questions format. Each question was designed to examine a specific aspect of students' career planning. The first questions identify the key factors influencing career choice, such as personal interest, salary expectation, and job stability. The second questions explore students' preferred career sector, whether government, private, or self-employment. The third questions focus on challenge students expect to face in their future career. The fourth questions measure students' readiness to enter the working world using a linear scales. Finally, the fifth questions identify the skills students believe they need to improve to better prepare for employment. This questionnaire was selected to provide a comprehensive understanding of students' expectation, concern, and preparedness for their future career. Most importantly, we follow ethical research guidelines by not collecting any personal identifier such as names or student ID numbers. This means all responses were completely anonymous, which protects the privacy and right of our classmates.
Let's start with what influences career choices. Out of 10 respondents, the top factor was salary. 18% chose it. That's not surprising because financial security is a basic need. People worry about rent, loans, and savings. Next, job salary and work-life balance both got 70%. This tells us that long-term security and avoiding burnout are just as important as pay. Interest and passion came in at 60%, still high but slightly lower. Many people believe they can grow to like a job if it pays well and is stable. Family influence was the lowest at 20%. Young adults today trust their own judgment more than family expectations. So overall, practical factors like money, stability, and balance drive career choices more than passion alone. Now, which sector do people prefer? Half of the respondents chose government, that's 50%. Why? Because government jobs are seen as secure with fixed hours, pensions, and low stress. Private sector came second at 30%. These people want faster career growth, performance bonuses, and more dynamic work. Only 10% chose self-employment. Starting a business feels risky without experience or capital. and 10% are not sure. That's normal for students or early career people still exploring options. Next, let's look at what challenge people expect to face. High competition is the biggest fear, 80%. Think about it. For every junior job posting, there might be 100% or more applicable. That's intimidating. Lack of experience is second at 70%. The classic cycle, you need experience to get a job, and you need a job to get experience. Adapting to a new environment was chosen by 50%. Workplace culture, hierarchy, and new expectations can be stressful. Work stress came in at 40%, seen as manageable or expected. Low salary was only 20%. Interestingly, that's the least people feared, probably because people already choose sectors and factors that prioritize salary, so they feel less worried about it. Now, how ready do people feel? On a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 is not ready at all and 5 is completely ready. Here's what we found. Nobody chose 1 or 5, so no one feels totally lost, but also no one feels completely prepared. That is so realistic. 60% chose 3, the middle. They feel moderately ready, they have some skills, but they also know they have gaps. 20% chose 2. These people lack confidence. Another 20% chose 4. These feel like they somewhat prepared. Most people are in the middle one. That's so honest. It shows self-awareness, not overconfidence. Finally, which skills do people think they need to improve? IT and digital skills are top at 70%. Almost every job now requires basic software, data handling, or AI literacy. If you don't have digital skills, you are at a real disadvantage. Communication, leadership, and problem solving each got 60%. These are soft skills. People realize they struggle with their after-group projects or internships. Time management was lowest at 40%, not because it's easy to improve, because people feel they are already decent at it.
To conclude, we can see that students' career choices are strongly influenced by financial factors such as salary, as well as job stability and work-life balance. The findings also show that many students prefer the government sector, which reflects their preference for secure and stable jobs. In terms of challenges, most students are concerned about high competition and lack of experience, which may affect their chances of getting a job in the future. Additionally, the majority of students feel only moderately prepared to enter the working world, indicating that more preparation is still needed. Finally, the student identified that digital skills, communication skills, and problem-solving skills as the key areas they need to improve more. Based on the findings, several recommendations can be made. First, students should gain practical experience through internship or part-time jobs to overcome the issue of lack of experience. Second, students need to focus on improving their digital IT skills as these are highly demanded in the current job market. Furthermore, communication and problem-solving skills should be developed to ensure better performance in the workplace. Students are also encouraged to start planning their careers earlier so that they can be more prepared for future challenges. Lastly, students should join training programs and workshops so that it can help students to improve both their skills and confidence before entering the working world.